petitioners, lot 14 and half of lot 13. So we need a motion to approve that land combination.
You making a motion?
I can make the motion. I'll make a motion to approve the land combination of lot 14 and half of lot 13.
Support.
So we have a motion and support. All in favor of the land combination, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Land combined. Next, consider recommendation from Planning Commission to approve request for land combination Ashley Gotch, petitioner, lot 12 and half of lot 13.
I make a motion to approve the request for land combination from Ashley Gotch, petitioner for lot 12 and half of lot 13.
Support.
So we have a motion and support for the land combination. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Land combined. All right. So now, next up is, you, Sherry, correct, notifying them and,
This will then go to our assessor. The assessor then, does whatever he does, and then he sends it to the county. And at the first of the year, they will get a new ID number and everything, and it'll be done.
okay, wonderful. Okay, next is, to consider the request from Miss Karen Whitefoot to block off traffic on Windermere on October 17th, 2020, between the hours of 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. to allow for a Halloween neighborhood event for the children. This is a subdivision event that, Karen lives in my neighborhood, so, if she wasn't able to attend, I was gonna speak for her. They would like to block off Windermere, which is the street that, cuts through from Rose Lane to Fox Hollow. It's maybe 2 houses wide. They were gonna set up, tables, and families were gonna have to sit together, all socially distant, social distance, mask wearing. If you were sitting at your table with your family, there's no like commingling of tables. So it was gonna be very, COVID friendly. They were gonna have like a costume contest for the kids. They were gonna have like a chili cook-off type thing, chili competition, and then, I think they're even gonna have a mask, who has the best mask for parents kind of contest to include, parents, and just to offer a little bit of fun for the adults as well. Cutting off Windermere does not pose an imminent risk to emergency vehicles, as there are no homes on Windermere. So if there was something that, God forbid, should happen on Rose Lane, emergency vehicles could get to Rose Lane. They can get to the street in the back, I think it's Timberland, and then they can also get to Fox Hollow, because the sub is just a huge loop that goes from East Eagle back down Rose Lane, Timberland, and then up Fox Hollow north to get back to Eagle Road. So it doesn't pose an imminent risk. So I am seeking a motion to allow Ms. Whitefoot to block off traffic on Windermere from 11 to 4 to allow for a holiday celebration for the children.
I'll support.
Well, we need a motion first.
Oh.
I live in the sub, so I don't wanna make the motion. I'm gonna be out of town, I'm not participating, so.
I'll make a motion to consider the request from Karen Whitefoot to block off traffic on Windermere on October 17th, 2020, between 11 and 4 to allow for a Halloween neighborhood event for the children.
Support.
Okay, we've got all types of support, so motion and support. So all in favor of Windermere being blocked off, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, Windermere is blocked. Will you contact Karen to let her know?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, next, consider Charter Communications cable television franchise 10-year renewal under the terms and conditions of the uniform agreement established by the state of Michigan and set the franchise fee. Current fee is 3%.
And from that fee, the village gets about, $14,000 a year.
Oh.
I make a motion to consider the Charter Communication Cable Television franchise 10-year renewal.
I'll support.
At 3%?
Yeah, current fee is 3%, yeah.
Okay, so we have a motion and support. All in favor of the 3% franchise fee, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? 3% it is. Next is auditor recommended line item year-end budget amendment.
Right now, we're going through a virtual audit, and these are recommendations from the auditor that I was told to bring to you, so I am bringing them to you. It's line item adjustment.
These are items up to now
Yeah,
that have
well, for
changed,
2019, I mean,
changed what?
2020,
I'm sorry.
yes.
For 2020, it's to get the, budget in line with expenditures.
Corrections.
Yeah.
You make a motion?
I make a motion to approve the auditor recommendations for line items year-end budget amendments.
So we have a motion,
I'll support.
and we have support. So all in favor of auditor recommended line item year-end budget amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Carries. Budget amendments are good. Next, item G, consider rescinding council action taken on August 10th, 2020 to purchase 2 speed radar signs not to exceed $5,572 and consider offer from Alon City to purchase 2 Evolis Twin Pack 2020 speed radar signs for a total cost of $5,499. So there's a bit of a savings there if we go from one company to another company.
May I?
Yes,
This is twofold. If you choose to consider this other choice, I need, and the maker of the motion is not here, so I need the one that supported it, which is Tim Baracco, at the last meeting, to make a motion to rescind the last action that they took at the last meeting to authorize the purchase of 2 radar signs from the county. That's what I need done, I need that done.
What's the backstory to that? There was something to this though, why rescinding?
Well, because, basically, we were told that, well, the motion that you guys made was not to exceed 5572 for 2 of them. One alone, because there's other things that we have to have the universal bracket and the battery pack. So everything together, just for one was $3126, which would have been over the authorized amount that we were allowed to spend. It would have been $62.52 for the 2 from the county. Then this came in this twin pack here, we can get 2 for $54.99. And I don't know if people can see it, but they have these, we can put thank you on there and slow down, and they're very nice, they're portable. And, they also come with, data, a free data pack that we can keep track of. It's 99.9% accurate, and it's bi-directional, it's not just one direction, it's both ways. So, overall, you're getting basically 4 signs for 2, because it's both ways, and they're movable, and they're all solar powered, and this includes everything that's necessary for them. And the cost would be $54.99,
Okay.
if you so choose.
So first thing's to get the rescind, right?
Rescind the previous actions, yes.
I make a motion to rescind, action that was taken on 8/10/2020 to purchase 2 speed radar signs that were not to exceed $5,572.
Support.
So we have a motion and support to rescind the action from August 10th for the radar signs. Roll call, is it, just to be formal?
Baraco,
Yes.
Shimataro,
Yes.
McAbey,
Yes.
McCafferty.
Yes. Okay, so that motion has been rescinded.
Thank you.
I make a motion to approve the purchase of the Elicity, two Evolis twin pack 2020 space radar signs for a total of $5,490. And I don't have to worry about tax there or anything, because I'm good? Okay. Just wanna make sure I got the number right.
Okay, so we have a motion for the $54.99 twin pack. We're looking for a second. Yeah. Are you gonna say anything?
No.
Okay, it does not appear that we have a second.
Okay, so guys from lack of support. Okay, we can move on.
Okay, next is the consider installation of IP backup for Sonatrol security alarm at an installation cost of $600 plus an additional monthly monitoring fee of $20.
What is happening, if I may?
Yes, please.
What is
because I'm-
happening is we have, and I'm sure everybody who lives in the village knows, we have intermittent internet connection. It goes in and it goes out. And when that happens, it knocks shuts down our security. So this battery backup for our security system would keep it going. There'd be no interruption. And, right now we pay $61 a month, so it would go from $61 to $81 a month. But right now it keeps getting kicked out. Every time they come out, they hook it back up, and then a couple of days, it works good for 2-3 days, and it gets kicked off again.
It doesn't come back up online by itself or
No,
anything?
I get messages that it's offline. I get phone calls.
So if we lose power or something,
Mhm.
seems reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, now that it's on public record that the building's not secure when the power goes out or the internet's down, yeah, I think it's kind of a need.
I make a motion to approve the installation of an IP backup for Sonatrol security alarm at an installation cost of $600 plus an additional monthly monitoring fee of $20.
And why does the monitoring fee go up if, I mean, the service is just the battery backup, is that what they're monitoring for an additional $20? Is the battery backup?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a motion.
Yeah, if you notice, it's not like we own the battery backup, it's just the installation cost, so it's them, and that $20 is probably for us to be able to use it, so.
Good point.
Like you write your modem for your cable and those.
Yeah,
like that.
Okay, so we have a motion for the $600 for the battery backup plus the additional monthly monitoring fee of $20.
I'll support.
So we have a motion and support, and because this has to do with money, we will,
Quick question,
yes,
before we vote. Is that systematic of this neighborhood, the whole village, or this building? Are people down the
I've heard
street having a
complaints from
problem?
residents that the
Pardon me?
internet is, intermittent.
there is intermittent internet service all the time in the village. I consider myself lucky, I haven't experienced that in my neighborhood, well, in my home. I know neighbors have posted on our, Facebook
I see
page.
that,
Yeah, that, anybody's internet down, so, I don't know if it's in, like, in this section of town or that section of town only, or if it's all of the village at once, but it has been happening.
And that's through charter?
Hey, Shannon.
Yeah.
The internet.
Yeah,
Have they been contacted?
Oh, yes,
Shannon.
you
Being
gotta
an
wait,
electrician, could I just,
you got-
what is the battery backup gonna do for internet?
you gotta wait, gotta wait. Okay, so, we have a motion and we have support, we've had discussion, so now let's roll call it.
Baraco.
Yes.
Shimataro.
No?
McAfee.
Yes.
McCafferty.
Yes. Okay, now, next on the list is public comment on items not on the agenda. So this can be public comment on anything that you would like to publicly comment on. I ask again, that I said in the beginning that this is public comment. It is not question and answer forum. So if we have an answer to provide to you, we will address it in council comments at the end. There's not gonna be any back and forth conversation. We'll address it at the end. I ask that you take 3 minutes. If you do have public comment, if you could stand, state your name, and, please keep it professional, like I've always asked. Yes.
Doreen Hodges. I'm curious on the paperwork that you guys all have about the roads. Were they prioritized? I know there was talk about getting all the different areas prioritized from like worst case to not as worse. And then also, I'm curious if the dirt roads are included in that. That's my first question. My next question or statement is about the easements. I know from the description, I know where that area on M15 is. And in front of that business, it was a great improvement over how it looked. So it was stated that it is the village's responsibility to keep that easement up. I personally would like to see the DPW maybe have a schedule where they actually clean those easements, because compared to how it looked to how it looks now is a vast improvement. So that's it.
Thank you. Public comment, anybody else?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Simeoni.
Can I go back to that last question?
Sure, what was your question?
So, Sherry, what, they want, battery backup, that's for the internet service?
No.
So,
No,
battery
it's not,
backup,
it's not for the internet service.
what's
Okay,
it for?
you can ask your question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She'll have an answer for you.
Gotcha. What's it, my question is that, or my comment is, being in the field, I know what I'm talking about. And I don't want them to sell us on something that we don't need or it's not gonna work. Battery backup is for power. It's not gonna do anything with the internet service. So, a battery backup system is a UPS system. And you can buy them at the store if you want to. That's just my comment on that.
Okay.
So, I would suggest you check into it, because if, what I'm understanding is the internet's going down. Well, that's not gonna keep the internet from doing anything if the battery backup for electricity. Unless we're having problems with electricity, then the battery backup's gonna work, right? My next question, at the last meeting, I asked a question about taxes going up for roads. And I got a response from the board that we did not raise taxes. But then at the meeting, when we had the tax increase to 6.9.1 or 9, we said the money would be earmarked for roads with the new millage of the 1.59 mills for roads that would be put into a separate account and not spent on anything else. In 2019, I should say the 2018, the tax rate was 5.3251 mils. 2019, we went from 5.3251 plus the 1.5939 for roads, bringing it to 6.919. When we found out it couldn't be done, it got adjusted to 6 mils. 5.3251 plus 0.6749 for roads, which on our tax bill was earmarked roads. On the current tax bill we just got, it's no longer marked roads, it's marked, it was put in to one lump sum. So my question is that we did get an increase on taxes, and we did have 0.6749 earmarked for roads. My question is, where's that money? Because we told the people that we would not spend that money for anything else but roads.
Okay, anything else? Okay, any other public comment? Okay, I will, close public comment. And, council member comments. I will start out, the PASER study. We got the results from the PASER study, and that was what identified, the need, correct, or what ranked the roads in the village.
Correct.
So is that PASER study available to the public? Is it, or can we make it available to the public so people can see that?
Absolutely.
And then the other question was, dirt roads, were the dirt roads considered in the paving projects?
No.
No, okay. The, easements, and, I don't think it's a bad idea to have, our islands cleaned up. So if that could be, discussed internally for, I don't know, once a month or something to go and just kind of check on them and see about the, easements to clean up along 15. Mr. Simeone, you were asking about the battery backup for internet. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not for the internet service itself. Currently, our alarm system is only connected to the internet. This battery backup would connect it to electricity, so when the internet was down, the alarm system would still work via electricity, notifying Sonatrol like back in the day. Is that correct?
Any
Yeah.
type of security system already has a backup battery system in it. There's battery right inside the
Okay,
compartment. But
well,
again,
we'll have to get a better, answer for you then, but that's what we
I don't
understand.
need an answer,
Okay.
Shannon, I'm just letting you guys know.
And then the taxes, Sherry, do
It's
you,
still in the budget, it's right there, it says it, it's right in your budget, right on the front page. It's the money that was pulled out is right there. We just haven't spent it. About 69,000. We just haven't earmarked it for anything yet.
But it is held separate?
Yes,
That was the question.
yes.
okay, last, for me on public comment or council comment is, I hope everybody had a nice holiday. It's getting kinda cool out there. Kids are back in school, hopefully with people who have kids in school, hopefully there aren't any outbreaks or any issues at the schools, so we could all keep the little kiddos in mind, and some of us parents who are dealing with online schoolers, keep us in mind too. But other than that, just, hopefully the next meeting, the governor will lift some of the restrictions, so we won't have to have people sitting outside. My other suggestion would be to kinda have us like lined up in the doorway and have the audience members, if it's not freezing cold, sit outside. That way we can have as many people as we would like, because we're outside. So, that's all I have. Anybody? You got anything? Anybody?
I think it was a productive meeting, yeah, good meeting.
I have a short list.
Okay,
Can I
your
ask
short
one more
list.
thing, real quick?
Pardon me?
Can I
You
ask
missed
one more
it.
thing?
You missed it.
What's that?
You missed it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Doug.
This is a strange way to have a meeting, we all agree to that. I think we should be looking at having Zoom meetings almost regularly, even when things get back to normal. We need to, this is no way to have a meeting for long term. I'm doing Zoom tomorrow, my wife's on there, she's on twice today. It's easily done, and if we can, get people to watch, let them have some input, I don't think it should be considered a temporary thing, really. The sign issue about the speed signs, I've been on both sides of that, I know I voted yes, I voted no. The battery backup, I understand that's, we need to ask some more questions on that. But overall, I think, I think it's time. I know it's difficult to tighten down with money, but I really don't like what I hear north, when the people up there are being forced to replace that dam in one municipality. It's $4,000 for 40 years, $160,000 parcel. And we really gotta get going on this dam. We really gotta get going on it. If that thing blows, what do we do? I think we need to step it up, start having more meetings. I wouldn't mind seeing a notice in the paper. We need to, we had an outline of how to conduct, where to start, and we haven't done much on that. We seem to be centrally located. Almost everybody on the committee lives within a stone's throw of each other. And we're gonna get some grief over that down the road. But I think we do need to start having, meetings. I agree with Keith, it's time to start having meetings. And I think his intent was to get things organized and then meet. It's time. We've had a free pass for years on that dam. And, it's not getting any younger. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. No, I think you guys are gonna start having more, dam meetings. They were waiting for the reply on what's considered an open meeting act violation and what's the definition of a committee. And, I think meetings were placed on hold because of clarification on that. So, now that that's clear, that, you guys don't have to, I mean, you're an advisory board only, you don't make decisions. So I think you guys will start having more meetings and, hopefully some more members within the community. So, all right, well, the next thing on the agenda is adjournment. And I will make a motion to adjourn. We have lots of support, so meeting closed, 7:04.